What if I told you the ultra-wealthy have secret money habits that you could literally start doing today? Is it some insane stock market hack? A secret investment no one knows about?
No!
It's something way, way simpler. Because here's the truth. The difference between a millionaire and everyone else isn't just their income. It's a crazy difference in their daily habits, the small rudder that steers their entire financial ship. And what I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind. All right. Today, we are exposing the financial behaviors that separate millionaires from the average person. We are looking at everything. How they buy groceries, the cars they drive, what they do at night. This isn't to make anyone feel bad. This is about giving you the architectural blueprint for building wealth. Pay attention, because by the end of this video, you will see your own daily habits in a completely new way. First up, spending. We all spend money, but how we spend it is where the game is won or lost. For most people, the biggest costs are housing, transportation, and food. Millionaires have the exact same costs, but their approach? It's completely different. Let's talk housing. You think millionaires live in giant mansions, right? Wrong. Well, some do. But you will not believe this. A huge number of millionaires actually live below their means. They care more about value than looking rich. Their house might be nice, but it's not the biggest, craziest house they could afford. They know that every dollar wasted on an oversized mortgage is a dollar that isn't making them more money. Think of it this way. Each extra dollar spent on a massive house is like a soldier you could have sent to the investment battlefield, now stuck guarding an empty room. The average person stretches to buy the dream home, trading their financial freedom for a pretty cage. Okay, transportation. This one is going to shock you. What kind of cars do millionaires drive? Think sensible, reliable, and a lot of the time they're used. Almost half of all millionaires buy used cars. Why? Because they know a new car is like a block of ice that you paid a premium for. The second you drive it off the lot, the frozen warehouse, it starts melting into a puddle of lost value. That's called depreciation, and it is the enemy of getting rich. The average person wants that new car smell, spending around 15% of their income on brand new cars that just lose money. Millionaires see a car as a tool, not a status symbol to go into debt for. And food. This is wild. You'd think millionaires are eating at Michelin star restaurants every night, but the data says the opposite. Millionaires actually tend to spend less on groceries than non-millionaires. Get this, 36% spend under $300 a month, and a whopping 64% spend under $450. Compare that to average Americans who spend about 57% more on groceries. And it's not because they're starving. They run their kitchen like a quartermaster manages an army supply line. Everything is planned, and nothing is wasted. They meal prep, they cook at home, and they don't do impulse buys. Now for the budget killers, dining out and subscriptions. We all love our streaming services, our food delivery, our daily coffees. But these small costs are like tiny, invisible leaks in the hull of your financial ship. One leak isn't a big deal, but 1,000 of them will sink you. Millionaires? They're way more intentional. They still enjoy these things, but they're constantly asking if it's actually worth it. They will slash any expense that isn't helping them win. And this is super important, frugality versus cheapness. Millionaires are frugal, not cheap. What's the difference? Frugality is like playing financial chess, always thinking 3 moves ahead to get the best value. Cheapness is just flipping the board over because it's easier. A frugal millionaire might buy one pair of flip-flops that lasts 10 years. A cheap person buys a new flimsy pair every single summer. Who's actually spending more in the long run? It's simple math. Other examples? They'll do things like plant a garden to save on groceries, and they never waste money on lottery tickets. Trying to get rich off the lottery is like trying to fill a swimming pool with an eyedropper. They avoid food delivery with all the extra fees, or constantly buying new clothes they don't need. It's about being smart with every single dollar. Okay, so millionaires are masters at not wasting money. But where does all that saved money go? This is the secret sauce. This is where they build an army of dollars that works for them 24/7, never sleeping and never taking a day off. Millionaires are obsessed with long-term wealth over short-term fun. They don't just save whatever is left at the end of the month, they pay themselves first. It's like baking a cake and cutting the first biggest slice for yourself before any guests arrive. That slice is your investment. They track every penny, not just to see where it went, but to put more money into things that will grow: stocks, real estate, their own companies. And this is huge. They avoid consumer debt and impulse buys like the plague. Carrying credit card debt is like trying to swim upstream against a powerful current. You're paddling furiously just to not get swept backward, while millionaires are swimming with the current, letting it carry them forward. They know that borrowing money for things that lose value is how you stay poor forever. The interest you pay is literally setting your money on fire. And how do they know all this? They learn about money every single day. They see financial knowledge like sharpening an axe. The average person keeps swinging a dull blade at their money problems, getting exhausted with little to show for it. Millionaires take time to sharpen their blade, so every swing cuts deep and gets them closer to their goal. It's not that they were born geniuses, they choose to learn. But it's not just about spending and saving, there's something deeper: the millionaire mindset. This is the final boss of getting rich. First up, you won't believe this one. They treat health and wellness like an investment. They understand that your body isn't just you, it's the only vehicle you get for your entire life's journey. If the engine is sputtering and the tires are flat, you're not getting to the destination of wealth, no matter how good your map is. They invest in it with good sleep, healthy food, and exercise because a healthy mind and body are mandatory for success. The average person often has a lifestyle that kills their energy, which directly destroys their ability to make money. Next, let's talk about time and attention. When it comes to financial stress, the average person is a passenger on a ship in a storm, panicking at the size of the waves. A millionaire is the captain. They ignore the noise, they take the wheel, and they focus on steering the ship through the storm by actively managing their money and planning their investments. It's about being in control, not just being anxious. And finally, their routines are insane. They are incredibly intentional. Their mornings and evenings aren't just dead time, they are a launch pad for success. They don't just fall into their day, they engineer a powerful takeoff. They create space to reflect, plan, and think clearly so they can make better decisions, instead of just letting the day happen to them. It all comes back to frugality and being obsessed with value. Millionaires don't make emotional purchases. Buying something because you had a bad day or getting a car for that new car smell is like a sugar rush, a brief moment of pleasure followed by a financial crash. They make rational, calculated decisions, knowing that true wealth isn't showing off what you have. It's having the freedom to do whatever you want. So, that's it. That's the secret sauce. It's not a magic formula. It's a consistent, intentional set of daily habits that puts long-term wealth over short-term pleasure. Millionaires aren't just lucky, they are the captains of their own financial ships. They live below their means. They drive used cars. They eat smart. They invest their money. They never stop learning. And they protect their health and time like their life depends on it. Look, this isn't about becoming a millionaire overnight. This is about adopting a mindset that leads to financial freedom and a life on your terms. You don't need a huge salary to start. You can begin today, right now, with the very next choice you make about your money and your time. Which of these habits blew your mind the most? What's one change you're going to make starting today? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, please smash that thumbs up, share it with a friend who needs to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that helps you master your money and your life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.